Hey everybody, it's me. I haven't done one of these videos before, at least in a long, long time, but I got this not too long ago. I don't have that good of a camera setup, so apologize for the weird angle. This, this right here is JoJo trading cards of Golden Winds anime. I've had these along with a JoJo box that I had opened, I want to say roughly a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, and I wanted to show you guys what exactly was in the box before I open up the card set, because that's the only one I got, and I figured the video would be too short had I just done that. So first I want to showcase one of these little like U2s kind of things. I don't exactly know what the brand is called. I don't necessarily keep the original boxes for these, but I got this nice Bruno statue. It has a little platform that it comes off. I need to dust it off, but as you guys can see, it's very nice. I like what they did with the face. Bruno is honestly one of my favorite characters from Part 5, and one of my favorite characters in JoJo entirely. So it is nice to see that I got lucky with a random Bruno statue in this package. So we're just going to put him over here. Next up, a nice surprise, JoJo tarot cards with the 9 gods in it. So I'm going to open this up a little quickly just to showcase what's in it. The back of the box has the Stardust Crusaders. I don't actually know who made this. It probably says somewhere online, but everything that was in this box is essentially what you could have probably found on like Temu or Amazon. Found it at a mall in like a giant gift bag. But as you can see, the back of the cards are designed like the show. And we have different illustrations for the Fool, Magician's Red, High Priestess, all from the show and the anime, sorry. But then the further you get into it, we have the original 9 god cards. So Bast, or Bost, Kununum. I'm going to stop trying to pronounce these just because I'm going to butcher them and people are going to probably make fun of me for them. But there's a lot of multiples in here. And then eventually we get to the actual hierophants, such as this. Hierophants such as this. What am I talking about? We get the actual major arcana cards from the manga and the show here in its original art. Several variations. It's very nice. It was a nice surprise to see this in a box, because I know that, or in a surprise bag, simply because I know how controversial tarot cards can be. I myself don't practice that at all, but I know people that do, and they have told me they are very surprised with how mainstream it is starting to become. But JoJo's tarot cards, it's a very nice box. I'm very happy to have that. Next up, we have something that, you know, you'd expect in a random goodie bag. And I actually have the poster for it, which I'll do a quick showcase right now, is right up there. But a I-class wiper of that exact same poster. It's very, you know, you can tell it was just like an image they put up. Like it's not the greatest, but it's a really nice wiper for your glass. Nothing to complain about that. It's just the image quality isn't that great. Put that aside. Next up, we have something that genuinely surprised me, because I think this item I'm about to show you guys was only given out at certain events. And that is this button, this Jotaro Kujo button. It's got holophonic little diamonds breaking on it. Don't exactly know where these were originally given or where they were originally sold, but I'm surprised I got my hands on one. Next up, we have something that I think was also limited. We have this interesting Kira Yoshikage coin, and it looks like a still image from Eyes of Heaven or All-Star Battle. And on the back has Eyes of Heaven on the back. Oh yeah, it would be Eyes of Heaven. And it's got like the different stats that stands would have labeled here. You got durability, precision, potential, power, speed, etc. I can take it out of the plastic, but I feel like everybody would get really upset at me if I did. And yeah, just like how I dropped it just there. So we're almost done. We have 2 more things to show off here. One is an Iggy plushie. I'm not one that really has plushies just laying around like I was younger, but you know, I got a girlfriend that loves these things, and I'm not giving this one to her, of course, but you know, the day comes when I move in, definitely be putting that somewhere on the shelf. And finally, this next item I get the most use out of, simply because I think it's fucking awesome. A fucking Requiem arrow necklace. And this ain't that fucking cheap-ass metal either. Like, I've been wearing this for a long time now. I'll wear it to school, I'll wear it to work. And this metal, this ain't that cheap metal. Like, sure, it might be chipping on the tip here, but that's just because, like, I'll get a closer look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. It doesn't turn your skin green or nothing. And it's got a nice, decent rope chain. The only negative I have to say about it is this right here, the clip for it. It's very tiny, and, you know, I'm sure there'd be ways to repurpose it, but I'm that kind of guy that's like, if this thing's going to break entirely when I get my uses out of it, no point in keeping it for me any longer. But finally, we have reached the creme de la creme. Let's see what's in here. I have never opened these. I've seen them being sold online all the time, but I never really thought these were actually real. So let's get this open. People are probably screaming at me, no, stop opening it! Well, that's what we're doing. So, oh shit, look at this. A fucking holophonic chocolata. I can't exactly read what the kanji says on it, but hold on, let me put the others to the side for a moment. Get a closer look at this. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't do these style videos. It's hard for me. So, it looks very nice. Look at that shit. That is nice. Let's flip it over, see what it says. Oh, it's got his stats, too. I'm sure there'll be a translation in post, or maybe, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what these say. So, if anyone in the comments that can understand these, much appreciated, but this one looks pretty nice. Next up, ooh, we got a risotto here. Alrighty, he's technically weaker, it looks like, than Chocolata, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I'd prefer risotto over a lot of characters in JoJo, to be honest. It's a nice looking card. It's also very shiny and holophonic. Are they all just like this? Because I have another card here that's the exact same style. I don't remember his name, but he's the one they do the torture dance on. That's all I remember about this guy. He had that weird power where he could essentially... No, wait, no, that was his buddy. His buddy had the boat power. You see, when it comes to specific lore about these, like, really niche characters they only bring up once or twice, I'm not a good help, especially the further you go into with the parts. I could tell you about Dyer, I could tell you about Straitso, I could tell you about those guys. The minute we get into obscure part 4, 5 onward characters, don't ask me, because I don't fucking know. Ooh, okay, this one must be worth a bit more, because it's got its own stylized background with it. Nice Bruno. Like I said, I love Bruno. He's one of my favorites. The back's pretty standard, but the front is what we're looking for. That is a nice design. Honestly, I think I have some card sleeves left from when I opened some Pokemon packs a while back. But yeah, these are nice. These are very nice. And to end it off, ooh, okay. To end it off, we got a fucking prosciutto golden card. I don't know how much these are worth, but this shit looks nice. Like, fuck. This is nice. I like this. I like these. These are nice. I'm going to put these aside. But that's pretty much it for what was in the little JoJo box. This video hasn't really been much. I just had these lying around and I've always wanted to do a video on these, but I didn't know when. And while we're here, I guess I will give you a quick show off. I've gotten these posters in it as well. Please ignore the Dragon Ball one. We're not going to talk about that. These are some of the posters that were featured within the same grab bag. And this right here, although not featured in it, still equally worth mentioning because Mepine here, get a nice close-up on that name, made this. I picked this up at Fan Expo in Canada. Oh, fuck, dude. This shit, definitely worth the bargain. Honestly, when I move out, I'm going to frame this one. This one's probably one of my favorite art pieces I've ever actually purchased from anybody. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly had more enjoyment doing this than I thought I would. And let me know if you guys want to see me do anything else like this. I did mention I do Pokemon cards occasionally when I buy them. So, if you guys want to see me unpack those or unbox those, let me know. If you want to hear about what my collection is, I'll tell you. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Happy holidays.